In this video, we're going to talk about the exciting use of frenulum stimulation, how to have orgasms with it, and how to build a stronger relationship that's more exciting and fun with it. By the end of the video, you'll know specific techniques, specific positions, and how to actually give your man a frenulum orgasm. My name is Dan Purcell. I'm a marriage and intimacy coach. I've helped thousands of couples find more joy, intimacy, and fun in their marriages. I'm also the host of the popular Get Your Marriage On podcast, and I also have multiple mobile apps in use by 500,000 couples to find more joy and intimacy in their relationship, which you can find in the YouTube description below. All right, a frenulum orgasm technique takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of delicate touch. And it can be a really nice change of pace from the thrusting and quick tempo that we typically associate with the male orgasm. For a wife, the frenulum orgasm can be a good way to focus on your husband. For the husband, trying to have a frenulum orgasm can help you experience something similar to what your wife experiences when you stimulate her clitoris. So let's start with basic anatomy, and then we'll move on to some tips and tricks to help you achieve frenulum orgasm. First of all, what is the frenulum? Now, this is my model here. If you look at the frenulum, it's found right where the shaft and the head meet on the underside, kind of like the V-shaped place. Or if you have foreskin, if you pull that back, you'll find it under that area. It's connective tissue. It's similar to what's under your tongue to connect it on the front underneath your tongue that connects it to your mouth. It's like this little thin strip of skin. That is a frenulum. And why we're interested in that is it has the highest concentration of nerves on the penis, similar to the glands of the head of the clitoris. And if you want more information on anatomy, check out the Intimately Us app linked in the show notes below, where we go into anatomy in great depth. A frenulum orgasm is a different sensation from the typical thrusting or penetrative orgasm. An orgasm result from stimulating the frenulum is often more intense and very specific. It can feel overwhelming for a man, so it's good to start slow and be very gentle. In many ways, a man receiving frenulum stimulation is a great lesson on how to pleasure his wife, because many of the principles that apply to stimulating clitoris also apply to stimulating his frenulum. Let me give you 4 reasons why this is something you might want to try in your marriage. First, it adds novelty and excitement. Sex is about play. Our sexual encounters are benefited when we are creative and imaginative. So get creative. Try something new. Keep an open mind to the sensations you experience. Even if frenulum orgasm doesn't turn out to be one of your favorite things that you do, at least you've tried it. Add some novelty and excitement just to try something new. Novelty can also help you appreciate other sexual experiences by highlighting what things you do like in your relationship. Number 2, it gives you a more intense orgasm. Reportedly, orgasms achieved through frenulum stimulation feel more intense than penetrative orgasms. This is partially due to the fact that the frenulum is such a sensitive section of the penis. Frenulum orgasms also take a lot more time than a penetrative orgasm, so it leaves a lot more time for this buildup of tension and desire. All this is to lead to more intimacy and closeness to your sexual encounter in order to achieve this. Reason number 3 to try it is it helps spouses understand each other better. A frenulum orgasm is very similar to a clitoral orgasm for a man. Both are concentrated on a relatively small area of the body, packed with a lot of nerve endings and sensations. Both require a delicate touch and a lot of patience as the sensation slowly grows. Often, husbands have a hard time understanding what their wife wants when she is experiencing her own clitoral stimulation, but for a man, having this experience on the receiving side is the closest thing he can experience to understanding what his wife feels. This can help the couple feel closer together and have a better understanding of what the other person has experienced in the marriage bed. So a husband can get a better idea of what feels good. A wife can deepen her appreciation of the time and patience her husband is using to help her get an orgasm through clitoral stimulation. And the 4th and final reason you should try this is learning new skills. Orgasming through a frenulum stimulation takes some practice. It takes a certain level of mindfulness to train your brain to let go and simply sit in it. It takes patience to let the sensations slowly build, especially for someone who is used to quick gratifications from a penetrative orgasm. Finally, it takes an understanding of your own anatomy and sexual processes. Even if you don't end up enjoying frenulum orgasms that much in your marriage, at least these skills will help you have more erotic sexual encounters down the road and can even help you in other areas of your life. Mindfulness and patience can help you be a better spouse, a better parent, a better employee, and so on. All right, let's talk about what sort of positions to get in to effectively stimulate the frenulum. And whatever position you choose, you just want him comfortable and relaxed. So one example is have your man lay down and have the woman straddle him. Or have a man sit in a chair and the woman can kneel in front of him so she has really good access to his manhood. Or you can have a man lay on his side and his partner facing him, laying towards him too. So facing each other on side. Whatever it is, you want really good access. Now let's talk about how to stimulate the frenulum. I recommend you get some lubricant and you're going to create a relaxed environment and you're just going to commit that this is going to take a bit of time. It might take 15 minutes, it might take 30 minutes or longer. But the point is you're just going to love your husband as you touch him in this way. First is it's helpful if he gets erect. So if you can help him get aroused and erect, it helps you access the frenulum more. The more the penis gets erect, the harder it is, the more the skin stretches, and the more surface area is exposed for that frenulum. You want him to be pretty hard before you start touching the frenulum. And what you want to do is begin as gently as possible touching it. You can use a finger, you can use your tongue, you can use your nose, you can use a feather, a vibrator, and all sorts of things to touch this area. Generally speaking, quick, small movements are best. Swirling up and down, side-to-side motions are all techniques that work great too. You want to try light pressure, almost like a tickle, and that will usually be enough to stimulate this very sensitive area. I recommend, again, use a lot of lubricant to avoid irritation, and you got to be careful that you don't overstimulate the area. You just want to take small breaks if needed. While stimulating the frenulum, don't forget the rest of him, right? Stroke the shaft with your other hand. You can also gently play with his scrotum, testicles, his perineum, the anus if he likes that area touched. And just notice what feels good and what doesn't feel good. A lot of communication is good. How does this feel? Do you like this? What sensations are going on for you? This will be a learning experience for both of you and also a very intimate experience for both of you. And you want him, remind him to try to relax his body. You yourself, wife, as being the giver here, you also want to relax your body too. Men often describe this need to kind of let go and just to give in to the experience in order to finally achieve orgasm this way. So, men, you want to be mindful of everything you're experiencing and just try to stay focused in the moment. You're not trying to pay attention to the time. Is this taking too long? Is she bored? You don't want to think about those things. Just what does it feel like? Do I like this? What would feel good? What would feel even better? Don't put pressure on yourself. There's no goal or finish line here. Just do what feels good. And just be kind and gentle to yourself as you explore the sensations that are going on and all the emotions that you feel connected to it. And as the giving partner, remember, wives, you just want to reassure your spouse that you're willing to be patient, you're here for the long haul, you're not going to get bored, you're here to have fun, and that you enjoy this, and that you're not going to give up on them. You're here to experience this together. Last of all, it takes practice and time. It takes some practice to achieve something new, right? Any skill that especially a new sexual skill after we have a habit of doing it a certain way. Last of all, remember, this all takes time and practice. It takes a while to achieve orgasm through frenulum stimulation. So for men, you're often coming fast and hard, so it takes some patience to receive enough stimulation on the frenulum in order to orgasm. Remember that practice makes perfect, and it may be hard to be patient at first, but learn to be mindful of your situation, stay in the moment, and be mentally present for as long as you can for an extended period of time. All that being said, this is a great way for men and women to enjoy some more fun in their marriage. And it can add a lot of intensity to slowly building an orgasm. It can be a connecting experience as a husband can experience this type of orgasm his wife is used to having too. So, do you want to learn more about the male orgasm? Well, download our Intimately Us app where we have a lot of articles and instructional help like this video for more tips on how to improve sex and intimacy in your marriage and have more fun in the bedroom.